Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been quite a while since I've properly filmed, so this feels really weird. I've just been really busy with stuff, so that's about it. I'm very ill right now, so I apologise for my voice or any coughing or anything like that throughout this video. There's a flu going around at the moment, and it's horrible. I don't know where I caught it from because I went to Brighton. The weather has been quite nice in the UK lately, but I think because it was half term I might have caught it from work. So screw you, children. My last video was me basically coming out of the closet as bi. I've had a pretty good reception from most people. Had a few bad instances. Why can't I speak? Ugh, dying. It's the least of my problems at the moment. I definitely feel more free. At first I was very happy when I first came out, but I definitely have more issues to work on. But I wanted to say thank you to anyone that left me a nice comment on that video. I know it wasn't exactly shocking to anybody. I think I always made it pretty damn obvious. I once did a video, I don't know if it was the Kinsey scale that I was doing, but I did some kind of, I'm sure I did. I haven't actually looked, but I remember, unless it was a dream or just an idea, doing a video where I took like a how gay are you quiz. I think it might have been a BuzzFeed video. I still struggle to say BuzzFeed quiz, I don't know why. And I basically lied throughout it. Like completely lied. I'm gonna do this honestly now that I'm out and about. I'm gonna answer it properly and see what my actual results are on the Kinsey scale, because I completely and utterly lied when I was trying to pass this straight. This should be interesting because now I can be completely honest and I'm actually really excited about this. By the way, for anyone that doesn't know, it's basically there's a scale, straights on one end, gays on one end, and everybody falls on the scale somewhere. I personally believe that sexuality is very, very fluid. It can change at any time and people can identify as whatever they want to. Sorry, I'm really struggling to breathe today. I think I've got a chest infection. I'm not sure what this is. Is it flu? Is it chest infection? Flexion? Wow, I need help. Basically, everyone comes somewhere on the scale. I personally don't believe anyone is fully straight or fully gay. I just don't think that's even a thing, but then I could be biased because I struggled with my sexuality for so long because it really confused me. And identifying as a bisexual, demisexual, of course, I was very confused. And that's not to be not inclusive of people that identify as gay or straight, by the way. You can identify as whatever fits you the most. It's about what makes you comfortable. And as much as I used to not really believe in labels, I do think they help some people. Like, they really help me understand myself, and it's the label that I fit into the most, if you know what I mean. So anyway, after that rant, I'm going to do the Kinsey scale. God, I can't breathe. I'm so ill. Please read the statements listed below. Answer each item that you believe accurately describes your condition. Condition? I am 24. You know, the other day I genuinely forgot my age and I panicked about it for a good hour. My sexual fantasies are about only the opposite sex, mainly the opposite sex, rarely about the same sex, mainly the opposite sex, sometimes about the same sex, both the same sex and the opposite sex, mainly the same sex, sometimes about the opposite sex, only the same sex. Okay, that's really confused me. I'd say both the same and the opposite. Some nights I will have like a really sexually explicit dream about like a guy, and this is why I was very confused. Or I'd have just like romantic dreams about guys. It kind of would go between sexual and just romantic. And this is why I was always very confused, because in the same night I could also have a dream about sleeping with a woman. I mean, I know bisexual seems like the obvious label, but it would just really confuse me because I would go through like months and months on end of just dreaming about girls, and I'd be like, am I gay then? But I've dreamt about guys too. My sister often asks me as a joke, she's not like biphobic or anything, but she often asks me like, what's it like? Do you just like choose one thing on one day you want sausage and on the other day you want the other thing? And I'm like, no, not really. It's hard to explain, like even I don't understand it, which is why I was very confused. But I would say both the same and the opposite sex. Speak of the devil, Jessica's just messaged me. The idea of have sexual intercourse, I think they mean of having, God, I can't stand bad grammar. The idea of having sexual intercourse with someone of the opposite sex is desirable, alluring, interesting, tolerable, negative, disgusting. I'd say alluring. It kind of depends, because there are some times when I really don't want to touch a man at all, but I don't think that's like a sexuality thing. I think that's just from experiences in life, negative experiences with men that just really put me off them, and I go through this like hating men phase. I can't help it, I just do. So I think that's less about my sexuality and more about my issues than what I'm attracted to, if you know what I mean, but I'd say it's alluring. The idea of have sexual intercourse, God, I'm hating this grammar. The idea of having sexual intercourse with someone of the same sex is, I'd say, also alluring. I have had sex only with the opposite sex, almost exclusively with the opposite sex, only experimented with the same sex, did like it. God, the grammar on this is just top notch. Evenly with the same sex and the opposite, mainly with the same sex, occasionally with the opposite sex, only with the same sex. I'm a virgin, don't do it! I've only had sex with the opposite sex, meaning men. I've not slept with many people, that's no secret, so I've only had sex with men so far. I would definitely like to experiment with women. I've just joined the dating app Her, not sponsored. I've only spoken to one girl so far, but she's really pretty and stuff. It's really weird going into that kind of world because I've wanted to do it for so long, and the main reason I came out was so that I could experiment. But it's scary, but also I'm less scared to talk to women than I am men, and I think that's again with just experiences I've had with men, do you know what I mean? Whatever kid gave me this illness, I'm full on going to hunt you down. I'm going to hunt you down and spoil endgame for you, and then your life will be over. I identify myself as straight but open to new experiences, bisexual, homosexual but open to new sexual experiences, strictly homosexual, I don't know, bisexual. Woo! I feel emotionally bonded to, ooh, this is interesting, only the opposite sex, mainly the opposite sex, and to some extent the same, evenly the same and the opposite, mainly to the same and to some extent the opposite sex, only the same sex. This is an interesting one. I think I do get very emotionally bonded to men, more than sexually. I've only ever had hardcore feelings for men, and I've only ever fancied women. I would say only the opposite sex for now, because I've never personally yet felt feelings for a woman. It's more a sexual thing, if you know what I mean, but then that could be because I was pushing it down, if you know what I mean. Your score is free. I don't know what that means. According your score. God. I should have chosen a different quiz because this grammar is awful, like I'm not trusting these results. According to your score, you are equally heterosexual and homosexual. No way. Mad things. I think at the end of the day, deep down, I always knew that I was bi. Like, it was just something that I knew it was me. I just kind of thought if I like both, I can just like men, but it's not really like that sometimes. I'm just so ill right now, I just couldn't think of anything else to film, and I've wanted to film for so long because it really cheers me up. I've been going through a rough patch again, shocker. Rebecca going through a rough patch? Oh my god, what the hell? It's made me really sad because I've been really unmotivated to film YouTube videos at all. Like, usually I'm panicking, like I'll constantly be checking my videos and constantly checking my views and constantly thinking of ideas and being inspired, but the last month or so I just have not cared about not posting, and I just haven't even bothered to try and think of ideas. So I really want to get back into it for you guys and for myself mainly, because this is a hobby that I think could distract me from a lot of things going on in my mind. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you want to try the Kinsey scale, I think that's how you say it, Kinsey or Kenzie, I don't know, then I would definitely do it. Don't take it seriously or anything like that. You deep down know what you are, or at least if you're struggling to know what you are, maybe it'll help you out a little bit, I don't know. Most important thing in life is being honest with yourself, and honestly I wish I'd come out as bi as a teenager, because I think I would be a lot happier in life now. I definitely had reasons to be scared of coming out, and a lot of them have come true, but I think like I could have probably handled it with all of the things that have been thrown at me in life, and if I knew that people were going to say certain things, why didn't I just rip off the band-aid and do it? Because all I did was delay the inevitable, do you know what I mean? And people are going to think what they want to think about you, so just do what makes you happy, be yourself well and truly, and if you don't feel like you need a label, just don't give yourself a label and just be happy being whoever the hell you want to be. Yeah! That's Rebecca's little ramble of wisdom. See you guys in my next video. Maybe I'll do a little end game reaction / review, and I will see you guys later. You can like, comment and subscribe. Oh my god, I'm so clogged up. I make new videos every single week. Sorry, I couldn't even take that seriously. I make new videos every single week, or at least I try to. Thank you for watching. Peace. Subscribe and pray for me. I'm so ill. I'm so dramatic as well.